not feeling the tarot this evening. Just not. I wasn't really feeling it before we started. Lovers. We have made a decision to love, to fly, to soar in our full embodiment. And this is the organic radiance. Look, we have the sun. You're so shiny, okay? You're so beautiful. You are love bombing the world. Heart by heart by heart. We are connected. We are illuminating. Leading the way. Stabilization, as we just said, stabilizing. In the sun card here, you have 4 doves. We are creating a new foundation. Paving the way. Harmony. We are bringing in harmony through our presence, through our light, through our love, through our compassion for each other. Humble and mature in your power. I love humble and mature in your power. Little token here. Because it speaks of grace. It speaks of knowing the magnitude of your power and yet still walking in grace, still being grounded, compassionate, loving, and kind, being supportive. This energy speaks of not thinking that you are better than anyone else, but seeing the same light, the same essence in everyone, and being a leader of inspiration in your own right. No longer are we repressing the heart's truth and the heart's feelings, the depth of our emotion. We have embraced ourselves. We have embraced our truth. And we're not afraid of our power. We're not afraid of judgment. And we had simplicity. You see, life can be so complex sometimes. Ascension, solar development can be so complex, and yet your energy, your presence speaks for itself. And as we anchor into this knowingness, we bring in harmony, we bring in peace, purity, and in our presence, we exchange the codex, the codes of light. Yes, and then we are renewed in our embrace, returning to our childlike, playful innocence, our purity, a newfound excitement for life, seeing the world through new eyes. You know, we always think about this, and it's something that is it is true for our own journey, is we like to walk through life in a childlike innocence, in the sense that life is so precious. You never know how long you have here. And we like to see everyone in that same essence. Now, that doesn't mean that everyone is going to present in that essence, and that's where you need discernment. But what we are expressing in this moment with this essence, with this energy, is to look around with curiosity, always being open to learn, to be amazed, to be in awe, to be like, wow, look at this beautiful bird. Look at the depth of this red. When we can look at things in the now moment, we see things in new ways. It continuously expands within itself. And then as we, explore the inner world, exploring our inner relation, our inner connection to all that is around us, all that is present. We'll pull a couple of these out. So we invite you to take a moment to just be here with me, to connect in, to breathe, and to anchor into the remembrance of your presence. Your own nurturing, to pour into yourself, to nurture yourself, to give yourself the love that you deserve, to give yourself the acknowledgement that you know more than you let on. And you don't have to be afraid of sharing what you know with the world. You can be it all. You can be graceful and gentle and soft, and yet you can be bold and courageous and spicy and sensual. You are the full spectrum. You are both masculine and feminine. This burst liberation, it will bring you joy. It will bring you happiness, because then you are not in judgment of your own self. Now, your boldness, it might be intense. It might be intense, right? Well, I can say that for myself. My goodness, does we's own intensity sometimes trigger our own self? It sure does, but it also ignites remembrance, and it ignites acceptance of all of we. You see, as divine ones, we accept all as they are. That doesn't mean we accept bullshit in our life, but we accept them as they are and we love them. And sometimes we have to love ourselves enough to let go. And you see, you have a responsibility as a divine being. You know what it's like? As a divine being, I was just shown there. You are an example to the rest of humanity. You're an example to your community, like a role model. You see, if you look at the dynamic of a child and their environment, in their parents and their caregivers, they learn from their peers, and we are always learning from each other, and we have an influence. Our energy is influential. And so, beautiful ones, people are watching you. They're observing your nature. They're learning from your journey, from you sharing your truth with the world. Do not fear the magic of your light and presence in this world. Do not be afraid to stand out, to be weird, to be different, to be unique. Allow that to be revealing, to show you the movement of your own presence. I just feel this very beautiful Divine Mother energy coming through. Mother God. Embracing every one of us in this moment. Balancing between worlds. I'm seeing both ends of the spectrum of feminine energy. I'm seeing that fierce mama bear, and then I'm seeing that gentle nurturing of Divine Mother holding you as a newborn, as you were newly born into a new pathway. And that is where you are invited to hold compassion and self-care for your own evolution, for your own journey. To know that you are safe. You are safe to be all that you are. You are safe to be vulnerable and transparent. And you are safe and welcome here, beautiful ones. This is our sacred space here at this channel. We do not tolerate judgment. We do not tolerate drama. We do not create arguments and fight. We want to encourage you all to support each other, to share, to be genuine, you know? We are a born cheerleader. I was talking about this with our beautiful sister. And a lot of people don't understand that. They reject it. And that is okay. Because God knows your heart. And it is powerful to be kind in a world that is so harsh. When you remember what it was like before incarnating on this planet. If you were a starseed, you will resonate with that. You will understand. And balance is needed. Balance is so needed. Because people should not mistake your kindness for weakness. You see, when you are treated with misjudgment, many of you are very aware, and you can see the inner struggle, the pain, the rejection within their own nature. And you can hold space for that. That is a true power. That is a true power to stand firm in the integrity of your presence. For if you know you are protected, if you know the power of your nature, you know that you will receive all that is meant for you. And I understand when you are so giving and so kind and so welcoming, people misplace you. They misplace your silence. They do not understand presence, what it means to truly listen, not just to words, but to energy. And you see, divine ones are always observing. We're always receiving and feeling before we react, before we make a decision. And that is wisdom. That is true wisdom. Humbling breakthrough. The lights just flashed. And the house made a noise. Hello, house. And when you understand that there is life in all things, you'll understand that everything is a being. These crystals are alive. This flame is alive. Everything is always speaking to you. In every moment. In the most miraculous of ways. And if you slow down just for a moment, you will hear, you will see, and you will feel. You will be transcended beyond space and time, into the beyond, into your remembrance. You will feel your own divinity. So we ask you in this moment, beautiful ones, what are you grateful for? You are here. You are alive. What are you grateful for? What do you appreciate? And feel free to share that in the comments. Tell people when you are grateful for them. Share your appreciation. Say what's on your mind. That was something we done. I was shown a memories, we said that. And when we were a lot shyer, and we weren't so good at talking to strangers in the street, we would always think things. And there was a girl at a train station, and I think she had a beautiful jacket and bag on, and she just looked amazing. She really did, and I thought, I really like her style. She looks amazing. And I had that fear inside that told me, you can't just go and tell someone that would be weird. But we pushed that fear aside, and we shared our gratitude. We shared our acknowledgement and appreciation. And we could see this person, this beautiful girl, this beautiful sister, who's going through something internally. Now, your words, they hold great power. You never know what impact you could have on their life in that moment. So, if you ever feel called and you ever receive that intuitive nudge to tell someone you care, to tell someone that you appreciate them, do it. You never know what battles they are facing. Gratitude is powerful. When you can be grateful for life, even when life is presenting nothing but challenge and pain, this is recorded. Everything is noted in your Akashic data, in your quantum soul tracts, in your trajectories. Everything is always accounted for. So if you have lived your life being kind, being generous, being giving, being sweet, and you have not received that same energy poured back to you, it will come. It will come. In the moment when you least expect it. So, what are you grateful for? What do you value? What do you appreciate? What do you want to experience in this life? What are you calling in? There's so much beauty within you and around you. If you were just willing to see in connection, to appreciate the little things, to be truly present, and you can practice bit by bit with that, taking a few moments every day, using your senses, going out to the trees, to the flowers, and feel them. Speak with them. For example, this crystal. Allow yourself to be fully present, just for a few moments. And close your eyes. What is the texture? How does it feel? I mean, you could sniff it if you want to. What does it smell like? I mean, you can't taste this, but you could also do it with your food. Instead of rushing and consuming, take a few moments every day to just be fully present with something you are experiencing. And as you do this, you will learn to be more and more present, more and more self-aware. You'll begin to feel and sense that there is a depth of beauty. You will be able to hear the language of vibration. There's so many ways you could do it. When you have your food in front of you, taking your time to smell, to slowly taste the flavors, to give appreciation for every bite that you take, to feel your own energy. Take the moments to look into the makeup of your being. As we said, to be in childlike wonder. Look at your hand like you've never seen a hand before. And you might be like, Ashley, you're being bonkers. But just hear me out. Give it a try, alright? If this isn't something that you do, give it a try. See what happens. If you don't, nothing happens, fair enough. I'll accept that. But begin to explore yourself. Explore your environment. Sense, feel, touch, see. New in every moment. And you will feel the warmness. We almost just want to snuggle up with all of you right now. We do. We feel so tender in such a strong way. To just embrace, hold yourself. If you want to be held, hold yourself. Feel your hair. Connecting with your own living presence, your own aliveness. That's another thing we love doing. We do this all the time. We do. Because there is light. There is information available everywhere in everything. Can you allow yourself to experience that? It is, I was going to say ecstatic. Is you connecting with presence. you will realize it has the same effect or a similar feeling to ecstasy, to the feeling of an orgasm, the feeling of being high. And yet, you are in organic presence. And when you can touch this feeling, when you can connect in with this feeling, you are going to feel so home and whole within yourself. You will never chase anything outside of yourself, and yet you will receive everything that is meant for you naturally, just by being. Spirit's just showing off now. It says, you were right. Spirit is confirming this is true. This will welcome in your divine sovereignty. This will welcome in bliss and happiness, harmony, peace, and joy. Because it's all here. 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 Spirit can't even stand right now. Tweet, 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 tweet. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for taking a moment to feel with me, to be receptive to these messages. You are so incredibly beautiful and powerful family of light. You are. You really are. And when we say these things, we're not just saying them for the sake of saying them. It's because it's oozing out of everything we are, all of the time. We can't contain it because it's spilling everywhere. My cup is just oozing, it's exploding. And sometimes that's loud, and sometimes that's soft, and sometimes it's quiet, and sometimes it's like bang, and sometimes it's still. And so, we're sending peace, healing, love. Thank you, beautiful ones. Thank you for being you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit, for everything, for this moment, for a chance to be alive in our physicality. Thank you for teaching me to embrace my physical form and teaching me so much about life here on earth. That's what I'm grateful for in this moment. So, have a beautiful, beautiful evening. Keep shining. Remember